So yeah, but this is obviously over 5 times as expensive. So yeah, the Switch, $450. You could buy a lot for $450, a lot more than just a Switch. That's why I made this video. So yeah, I will show which items you could buy and how much of it you could buy for the pretty much the exact same price. Alright, so yeah, let's just move on to the next slide. So yeah, you could buy 300 for $450. You could buy 300 bags of sour Skittles. At my deli, they sell one of these bags for $150. You know, my local deli. So that's basically, so each of those 24 bags of Skittles. That's like, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot of Skittles, and that's 12 of those packs, and more than those, a bit more than 12 under 13. But yeah, that is a lot. So yeah, let's see what else you could buy for $450. You could buy 207 coasters. I use a coaster trigger. I get one of these coasters and I take it out, and then I just tap on it too. I think it's a good trigger, right? You could get 207 of those coasters. That's $13 for a 6-pack. Yeah, actually, I think I calculated the exact number. You're not gonna get 13s. I don't think 34 of those coasters, 6 packs are $270. Actually, let me check. 207 if you could buy 34 6-packs, and you'll have a bit of money left over, and you'll have 204 coasters. So yeah, found the exact model from Amazon. So yeah, let's see what else you could buy for $450. You could spend 2 nights at this hotel. This is $220 per night. It's 450 square feet. Has a good view of like the mountains. I think it might be a 4-star hotel. I mean, I think it was pretty good. But yeah, it has this furniture, this nice big bed, a desk, TV, fridge, and it's a good lobby. Has a pool. A good bathroom, right? And you still have enough to get this $10 meal package at Jimmy John's. I blocked the text. I'm not the best at making slideshows. I didn't really proofread this. But yeah, let's see what else you could buy. See what else you could buy for $450. 187 McDonald's cheeseburgers. McDonald's cheeseburgers, $2.40. That's a lot, actually. It's around 300 calories. these are also like just about like this big, you know, not big. But yeah, let's see. You could buy 15 copies of Space Engine on Steam. Space Engine is $30. So yeah, here's a visualization. Every one of these Space Engine texts is worth $30. So yeah, that is a lot. Let's continue. You can buy 5 $80 Mario Kart games, $80 games, and one $50 game. So yeah, Mario Kart should not be almost 3 times as expensive as Space Engine, but here we are. And the Tony Hawk game is only about like $50. So yeah, let's see what else you can. Let's see what else you could buy for $450. You could buy 1,800 gumballs. So 4 gumballs at a gumball machine for only $1, right? So you know it's just 450 times 4, and that's 1,800. So yeah. Also, excuse the math if it's not the best. I mean, you know, I'm not the best at math. I tried to get the calculations accurate, but you know, it still shows the point. So yeah, it still shows the point. And what also shows the point is that you could buy 450 Twinkies. I mean, come on, this is truly the best deal. That's the same as 28 of these family packs, right? It's at the store. You could buy one Twinkie for $150. That's like equal to this, and you see these are stacked on top of each other right here, and these are not, and you'd still have 2 extra, just enough. Yeah, how would you pay for it, right? I mean, I would use it with pennies, but you're going to need 45,000 pennies if you were to carry those 45,000 pennies and pay for it. That'd weigh 112,500 grams to a 240 pounds, almost 250. So apparently these images are out. This is about 100 pounds of pennies. This is also around 100 pounds, and this is around 50, apparently. So yeah, you know, it's just to give an idea of what it looked like. So yeah, now the microphone. You know, right now I'm using the Blue Snowball. I'm also thinking of getting a Blue Yeti. But yeah, but a Blue Yeti is cheap compared to the Nintendo Switch 2 because you could buy 4 Blue Yetis and one of these microphones. See, this is a Blue Snowball. And speaking of Blue Snowballs, you could get 9 of these. Yeah, it's the mic I use. Some people actually really enjoy it. I've got a few comments about my mic. I mean, I don't see people using this microphone. But yeah, and, you know, like I said, I'm also considering getting a Blue Yeti. Although, just because I get Blue Yeti doesn't mean I will stop using the Blue Snowball. Actually, you know what? That one's not aligned. I'm just gonna fix that. Oh, that's so much better. And you know, I'm also still in school, you know, and I need a pencil. Now, with $150, you could buy 2,812 pencils. So yeah, that's $780 for a pack of these on Amazon. And that is enough pencils for every kid in this school. every single person who goes there in this high school. So yeah, that's a lot of pencils. But anyway, you know, you see these houses in the background, right? These buildings, it looks pretty cool. Now, you know, those are probably more expensive, even though they don't look that nice. It's New York, so they're probably more expensive than places in Texas. Because some other apartments, $450 gets you 4 months of rent. $100 a month, you know, is probably cheaply made. I'm guessing it probably isn't the best, you know, it just seems a little suspicious, but 950 square feet, 3 beds, 2 baths, that's like really good. So yeah, and you'd still have enough for like 1 week of groceries. Apparently that's like it's like $50 worth of groceries. You know, if you live by yourself, that's probably $50 enough for 1 week. Anyway, so, you know, I think you could probably set up like a gaming setup, right? And, you know, one good game I suggest to play is Geometry Dash. So, you could buy 90 copies of this. It's $5 on Steam. It's a great deal. But yeah, every cube represents 1 copy. Every one of these cubes represents 1 copy. That's a lot. And another way you could pass time is playing guitar, right? But you're gonna need lessons for that, so, you know, with that you could buy 9 30-minute guitar lessons. So, with my teacher, each 30-minute guitar lesson costs $50. It's once a week. That's a little over 2 months and 4.5 hours of guitar. So yeah, that's 1 lesson, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lessons.